Now let's have a look at the way Matthew tells a story for his Jewish audience. Now, the way that works is that when Jewish people or Jews in the first century Judaism would have read the story, what they would have thought of immediately when there were wise men coming and paying homage to somebody, they would have thought of scriptures such as Isaiah 60 that says, "Arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has appeared upon you, and kings shall come to your dawn, and nations shall come to your light." That is a scripture of Isaiah 60. And the reason that these wise men in Christian tradition are often thought to be kings is because they see that scriptural fulfillment of "kings shall come to your light" of Isaiah 60. They see that fulfilled in Jesus' birth story here. The other piece of scripture that would have come to mind is, of course, Psalm 72, a psalm that Solomon wrote, and where he talks about kings of other nations coming to the king of Zion, to the king of Jerusalem, and bringing him gifts. And again, that was partially fulfilled in Solomon's own life, but now it's ultimately fulfilled at Jesus' birth, as these wise men are coming, and they bring treasure chests, and they give him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now let's have just a quick look at what these gifts mean. And there's an interesting exposition from one of the earliest church fathers, and that's Origen. And he wrote in the 2nd or 3rd century AD. He wrote almost in bypassing in his work against Celsus what he thinks those gifts mean. And he says that gold is a gift for a king. Who would receive gold? Answer, it's a king. Now, frankincense is some kind of perfume that people use to anoint, especially sacrifices. So when people burned a sacrifice, they would anoint it first with frankincense or some similar herbs or perfumes to make it smell particularly good. And myrrh refers to death, because myrrh would have been used to wrap corpses in, or to apply to corpses when they're wrapped, to preserve them. The next time that the word myrrh is used by Matthew is in Matthew 27, when Jesus hangs on the cross and the Roman soldier gives him a sponge, and that sponge is full of vinegar and myrrh. So again, a sign of Jesus' death. And we see those three things are the three things that Matthew is already starting to bring out, and will certainly now continue to bring out in his gospel narrative, that Jesus is the real king, that he will give his life as a sacrifice, and he will die the death that sinful people should have died. Now he's prophetically foretelling that in this story that's so intertwined with all sorts of other meanings, Jewish, Roman meanings, a use of scripture. So it's really a brilliant piece of work that Matthew is presenting here, and he's hinting at Jesus' future as the king who will give his life for the world.